Naming the Constellations. It's in 4 parts. 1. Trace a line from the front of the Big Dipper's cup over to Polaris, the penny nail on which the Little Dipper swings. The rest of the sky, even the visible galaxies fleeing the Big Bang, seem to turn on that near nothing of a star. Then look for Boetes rising among catalpa blossoms, Aquila hovering above summer haze, Orion climbing through bare trees, or the Gemini watching over hoar-frosted mountaintops. Even if we never wander over desert places, nor through winter woods at night, we need to learn the old names: Ursa Major, the Great Wayne, the Drinking Gourd, a way to walk in our ancestors' boots. We watch the stars as we watch our steps, looking to take the long way home. 2. When my grandmother read the paper, there in the backyard, where she watched the squirrels playing around the eaves of the barn's tin roof, she sat on a white chair till she eased forward to the crackling side of a relieved cane bottom. It's a low chair made for a shorter generation. Either that or the tapering legs rested once on rockers that wore out. Little Roy Burgess wove a new seat, a simple pattern that's held for decades. I fended off Uncle Gilbert at the auction and claimed my inheritance, and sometimes I ride the chair around the galaxy while I play my guitar, the jigs and ballads great-grandfather invented, tonic, dominant, subdominant chords, then back to the keynote, opening a door to a cornfield at dusk. And sometimes, walking out on a December night, I find a celestial chair, Orion's rectangle, his belt, a tin pan spilling, his sword, corn dropped for the chickens, Canis Major making a flock of white beaks, the hens rushing to flashing seed, while Grandma sits invisible, a dust cloud gathering into a star. 3. Walking down to the bike path, I see Orion tilting, stretching over the street from one group of trees to another. And on the horizon, a white steeple, shining in front of a trio of skyscrapers, a Gothic tower, a spaceship, a box. So bright, I can't find the Pleiades or the Pole Star. The astronomers know that the constellations are changing, the patterns bending, the stars light years apart, so that Orion may become the manacle, the butterfly, or something nameless. All stories lost. Our fictions have lasted for centuries. The narrative lines forming a map, there for everyone to accept, revise, or reject. But now we work at obliterating the sky. Smog, ozone, blather, and baloney, our children's final inheritance. Walking home, I see a row of lights, a constellation along a hilltop. But so much of what I do is by dead reckoning, feeling my way in the dark until I find a familiar door, a chair, a book, a place to snudge like a hobbit, listening for a tea kettle, snowfall, sleigh bells. 4. What is hardest is walking with a naked mind into the night, like some earliest man or woman, leaving behind the communal fire, the flickering screen, to go to mountaintop or empty field and forget ourselves for a little. When I was a country boy, before I read about Orion, I saw his limbs and belt and called it all the great box kite. And I held its strings, I stood in the alfalfa stubble, and a strong breeze kept it aloft long after I went to bed. and it flies in me still, when I shine like a clear sky, far from city lights. When I remember the smell of cows, the chill wind shimmering, the tug of the string, the letting go, the silence where everything is born.
Before we do the open mic, we'll have to get a sheet of paper and sign it up, won't we? And I hope Stacy has one. One of the things I do want to say, and we always make commercials at these breaks here, Barn Hills allows us to meet here, and they're good enough to do that. And we thank them by buying books,